Charlie can put a smile on anyone's face, and I don't know, he's just so lovable.
So Charlie has cerebral palsy, so his body is affected by spasticity throughout his muscles, which makes it hard for him to move.
He has a trach, he has a feeding tube, he has difficulty walking. The whole backstory was mom gave up him. You don't know the circumstances behind the family that gave them up, but you're just like, oh my gosh, how could you give this little guy up? His smile will light up your world. Amy fell in love with him and decided to adopt.
But she was the respiratory therapist at Rankin Jordan, and I just think she saw this kid and was like, someone needs to take him home because he's amazing.
Amy is a person who gives everything she's got.
She decides to adopt as a single mom, medically complex kid, and then also takes on 2 foster kids.
The foster girls, they have bikes, and I feel sorry because all he can do is use his walker.
The cool thing about a bicycle, really with any kid, is that it's working on that reciprocal leg motion, which is what you need to walk. I think if we can build that strength and that balance and that motor pattern, all of those pieces will help just expand that ability for him to walk independently. Anything therapy related to kiddos is really expensive, and that's why it's really unfortunate that it's just not an option for a lot of families.
When we heard Charlie needed an adaptive bike, the KMOV Surprise Squad had to step in. So we set up a meeting at Charlie's school.
I'm Matt Chambers, but actually today, I'm Steve Mitchell, school administrator. You buying that? Well, hopefully Amy will. She's the one that we're here to surprise.
Obviously, we're here to just kind of transition Charlie to kindergarten, so we need to rewrite some goals.
So can you describe for me a little bit how Charlie came to be with you?
I work at a pediatric hospital, and oh my God, I'm probably gonna cry, God. So he was abandoned, and I just kind of fell in love with him. So, I was 44 and I wanted to be a mom. I thought, this little boy needs a home. For a while, I was really upset with his mom, but then I looked at it like she did me a huge favor, letting me love him. And at the time, I thought it was selfish on her part, but now I know that it was unselfish because she knew that she couldn't give him what he needed.
My name is not Steve Mitchell. I can take off these goofy glasses. I have nothing to do with Journey Elementary. I'm in fact here today as part of the KMOV Surprise Squad. And I'm gonna name a name now. Where is she? Where'd she go? Carla. She's the one that made us aware of you, and she nominated you for a visit from the KMOV Surprise Squad. As soon as that support system that you have found out that we were doing this today, there was no chance that they were gonna miss it. We have some friends. I just saw Charlie doing a little happy dance. That was pretty impressive. Left foot, one time. Tell me, Amy, really, how close do you think he is to walking?
His PT is always like, he's gonna just take off, but he'll wanna touch something before he lets go of something else. I push him pretty hard.
Well, if you like pushing his abilities, I think you're really gonna like what we've got for you. Custom made literally for Charlie, I mean just that. They've got his measurements, they know what kind of challenges he's facing.
Wow, that is great.
Try.
Nice.
Your turn. Yeah.
Aww. Yay. Oh, nice try.
So Amy, this should grow with him for about 5 years or so.
Gosh, yeah, and it's such good exercise for his legs.
It helps him practice that repetitive motion that he really needs to build up to be able to walk on his own.
Yeah, we'll ride a Journey. Maybe we'll see you there.
I mean, it was your selflessness, Amy, that brought us out here today, and I know you probably find it next to impossible to get away, but on that off chance that one day comes up and you can sneak away, so we've got a spa gift certificate for you. And then tell me about your feet.
So I got my left foot done and broke my big toe.
New Balance, one of the great things they do is they offer the 3D scan to maximize your fit and your level of comfort. So we've got a nice gift card inside there from New Balance.
Thank you all for everything you guys have done. So I know he's a much better little boy from having everybody here in his life. So I'm like people always say that he's the lucky one, but it's the opposite way. I'm the lucky one, so
And as always, to our friends at Scott Credit Union, thank you so much for allowing KMOV the opportunity to make stories like this possible.